and I just see Lil Yachty as the name. And I'm like, there's no way this is actually Lil Yachty. And it's like quiet for a second because nobody was talking.
Yeah.
And then we loaded the game up and he's like actually talking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Welcome back, everybody, to
the Soul Serum podcast.
I am your wake up. It's the first of the month host, Clay Bonine. I am joined by my It Makes Surround Sounds co-host, John Buchanan. Usually joined by Tanner Mavis, but he is not here with us today. But you know where you're at.
You are now tuned in to the number one Yeet podcast in the world.
Number one Yeet podcast, episode 75, 3/4 of the way to 100. Who would have thought? I would have thought. I already had it all planned.
Come on now.
We are back with another interview. It's been a while since we've done an interview, but today on the show, we have a friend of the podcast and a friend of Soul Serum in general. He's a multimedia artist. He takes photos, he films videos, he can make beats. As a matter of fact, he actually produced the beats for the first run of the podcast episodes. I think up to episode like 48 or something like that.
We were running it up.
He's one of the world's most interesting men. Today on the show, we have our good friend Fakie. Welcome to the show. Can we get a clap from our studio audience?
Fakie, you're not gonna clap? Yeah.
Dude, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, of course. Thank you guys.
How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling good. You know, just another day hanging out with the boys.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Back
same old thing.
back in the city.
Yeah, it's good to be back. You know, it's always good coming back, seeing friends, family. You know.
Well, let's get it started. Let's just, before we get into any of the art, any of the music adjacent activities, where are you from? Take us to the beginning. Where are you from? And when did you start to know that you liked like hip hop music?
Well, first off, originally from Columbus, Ohio, and then moved to Cincinnati when I was 7 or 8, and then after that, what was that? 2 years ago, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I live there now.
Yep.
And
Go Braves.
Go Braves. You already know.
And that's the World Series out in here.
Yeah. So,
Well, when did you start like trying to get involved with hip hop music? Like, I know you were. When did you start making beats? Is that like the genesis of like kind of starting what you've gotten into now?
No, because I mean, I would say I probably started listening to hip hop when I was like 10, 11. And I think, well, my dad listened to a lot of like Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
He had that Jay-Z Linkin Park CD, the
yeah.
mashup one.
Classic.
He would always play that in his car.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
That shit's
It's
that's
so
just
hard.
insane. And then actually, I think like one of the first hip hop CDs that I bought was the Carter 3.
Yes.
On that, I think I still have that somewhere. But
Yes.
after because I mean that was all I listened to for like months on end. That, and then I obviously started listening to like Kanye,
Yep.
Graduation.
Yeah, I remember in like my younger days, like the Carter 3 Graduation, because they're both in 2008, but like that whole time and that
Maybe some
atmosphere.
T.I. mixed in there.
Oh yeah,
Definitely some
whatever,
T.I.
whatever you like, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. Damn, Connor played that at Zone X too.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
But I guess to finally answer the question, when I first started like getting into like beat making, that was probably only when I was like 16. But when I was doing that, I obviously was listening to like Future, Thug, so I was making like the South Side like type beats, stuff like that. And then I did beats for, I mean, I still kind of do it here and there, but I was doing beats for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
FL Studio.
FL Studio supremacy.
Yeah, started on the cracked Logic on my Mac, but I still don't understand how that interface works.
Yeah.
So.
Well, how does that transition into what you're doing now with like taking photos and taking videos?
Let's talk about how you like linked up with Soul Serum. Like how did that happen? Yeah. Because I remember meeting you like back when we would go to like Pango's studio and shit in like 2019, I think. That was the first time I met you, but you all had that like initial group, like you, Tanner, like Link Meyer, Rob Norwood.
Shout out to Link, man. Link's going crazy.
Hey, that's a power four right there. Fakie, Tanner, Link, and Rob.
Yeah.
That's a power group.
Yeah. So like, how did you get in that group, and like, how did that all start happening?
Well, I think it all started with Pango, Zach. And see, I don't even remember how I actually met him, because I mean, I do a lot. I mean, I'm on like Instagram, Twitter a lot.
Yeah.
And I saw him through something, and I saw that he made beats. And at that point, I think I was only making beats for like a year and a half at that point. So I was just trying to like, collaborate, do networking, meet new people.
Yeah.
And I started going over to his house, and we would just sit in his basement, make beats. And then I was just hanging out it really was just me and Zach for like the first like month or so. And then Tanner started coming around, started talking to him. And then, I mean, who did you know in the group?
I knew Zach, and then like I was friends with Luke Mavis, Tanner's little brother.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, we just like had mutuals, and then I went to grade school with Zach, and then I saw he was doing the music and shit, and I just like hit him up and said, if you need any visuals and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, but really thankful for Zach, obviously, because, if
that was for real, like the start of
any of you guys, really, for that matter.
That was like the start of everything, I feel like, was in Zach's basement.
Yeah, that OG whiteboard. I think Tanner was like the one who inspired, because I feel like Tanner's always been into like, putting like physically like writing stuff.
Look at all these whiteboards right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
So now, like, if people ask you what do you do, what do you say?
If somebody were to ask me what I do, I would probably tell them just freelance photography, videography, creative direction. But really, I mean, I've done like a lot of just different like production titles. I've done like grip, lighting, obviously like production assistant stuff. That's how it got me into those positions. Even like production coordination, stuff like that, like getting rentals. So, I mean, I've kind of seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Did you wanting to like get into that line of work inspire you to move to Atlanta, or were you just going to move to Atlanta no matter what? And then this is kind of how it happened.
Well, so I actually, the whole thing that really inspired the Atlanta move is me meeting Callie, my girlfriend.
Shout out
to Callie. I love you. I met her on Instagram through a mutual friend, Gunner Stahl.
Which we'll get into. Talk about Gunner in a little bit.
Once again, shout out to Gunner. I met her through him, and
that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's how you all.
We'll get into the actual details, but what were we just talking about?
Why you moved to Atlanta?
So I was talking to her like texting for probably like over a year, and then I decided to just I don't know. I think I thought I was ready, so I just moved down there, and then really. Everything just kind of fell into place. I just kind of met the right people that put me in the position that I'm in now.
Yeah. Do you think for people who want to be closer to like the production side of hip hop videos and hip hop sets in general, do you think they need to relocate? Like if somebody is looking to be in the spaces that you're in, like, do you think it's essential to do that?
I definitely would not say it is 100% essential, because really, if you want to, you can work anywhere in the country. It's just a matter of like how bad like you want to like reach out. But
Facts.
I mean, obviously Atlanta is like pretty much the hub for hip hop, like, you know, music videos, stuff like that. So it's just really insane, the fact that there's just so many different music videos and productions going on down there on a daily basis. It's kind of insane. And then that's where all the money is. I mean, it's really just at this point, it's obviously LA, New York, and then Atlanta. So the hubs.
Why doesn't Chicago like have a like? I mean, I know that there is definitely like a film industry in Chicago, but I feel like we don't hear about it like we do.
Right.
For like in Atlanta, you know what I mean? New York and LA, they've been staples.
I always
for,
see the like filmed in Georgia shit at the end of the movies, like in the credits.
Well, one of the reasons why they will film in Georgia so much, and in Cincinnati and Ohio for that matter, is like the tax breaks that production companies get is like super fat in Georgia and
Definitely
Ohio
compared to LA, and New York.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And there's like certain things in Georgia that you can like apply for when you do your taxes at the end of the year. Like obviously when you do like write-offs for like your business and stuff like that. If you just obviously show like the proof of like purchase and whatnot, you can get like a lot of gear honestly just written off free. So
Facts.
And that's just, a lot of people just don't really know about stuff like that, which is kind of sad, because you never know if you gave the right person like these like insane like pieces of equipment, camera gear, you know, they could really do something amazing.
Yeah. So what are some of the videos that you've worked on that you know people will know of?
I guess we could do like a little like timeline.
Like, give me a timeline, man.
Okay, so the first video I worked on, I interned on the Sky Playboy Cardi video, which was quite insane. I honestly don't know if I really want to go too into detail about talking about that, because I will share that after the video came out, it was probably like a week or two after the video had came out, I posted just like some pictures, because there was a lot of like TikToks going around like of like Cardi coming into your grocery store and just like destroying the aisles. So
him and all of his goons just smoking cigarettes, just fucking up the Kroger. You know? And
I just saw so many false representations of that. So I just wanted to bring the light, you know. I don't know. It'd just be cool for people to see what the grocery store looked like. And then I posted it on Twitter, and then I went out to drink with like my girlfriend and her friends, and I hadn't been checking my phone, and I looked at my Twitter, and my Twitter was just blown up. Like I think I had like 10,000 within like 6 hours, and he reposted it.
That's crazy.
And then I had the production company.
I was gonna say,
it makes sense.
And I obviously, you know, respectfully did that. I just, you know, I didn't mean any harm by it. So.
But of course, once the photos are out there, though.
Oh yeah, I still actually get tagged in like pictures from that on like Cardi fan pages and stuff like that, which is I don't really actually I kind of want to forget about that. To a degree, but yeah, I mean it was still great. But
you also worked on the JID and 21 Savage video,
the surround sound one.
That video's
with
sick.
Baby Tate too. Don't forget about Baby Tate.
Oh, with Baby Tate,
that had the robotic arm.
The bolt motion capture.
That shit was probably insane, wasn't it?
I don't really. The fact it was like, once they actually brought the bolt, the whole thing in, they obviously had to lay the tracks down because they were doing like track shots, and they did that, and then they actually program the camera there, because they did like preparation for it, but once they get there, they have to do more stuff. But that still took them like 6 hours alone just to actually get it ready to shoot.
Wow.
And then we only shot for maybe like 2 hours.
Which is not a lot of time.
Yeah. No, especially with a lot of the artists'
time.
No, I mean, they're not. I wouldn't say everyone is like that, but you know, you definitely have to like keep in mind that time frames are very critical.
Yeah.
In that business.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of artists like kind of disobeying like the time crunch? Because like I feel like we hear famous stories all the time of bigger artists like Young Thug and even Cardi to some matter, like showing up hella late for the video or not showing up at all. Do you experience any of that being in Atlanta, where you're getting a lot more of like larger artists working on sets or coming to sets?
Yes, I mean, yeah and no, but really I feel like it's just, I think I was telling John or you this yesterday, but it was, I definitely look at an artist differently after I work with them, based off of like, how serious they took it, like if they were there on time and if they were there for how long they committed to being there, you know. And also I've seen situations where the artist will come in like mid video and just try to like alter what the director wants to do, and it just kind of like ruins the storyline or just the plot of the video.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you're just left with just a bunch of random scenes, and it's not very pleasant.
Yeah.
It just ruins the project, and it kind of is just disrespectful to not just the director, but everyone else, because it just makes it harder.
Yeah,
on everyone.
That's tough.
Exactly. Being on set and just like getting the chain of command, being like, well, apparently we're doing this now. And everybody's like, what? And they're like, yeah, well, we fucking got to do it now because they said this and that. Da, da, da. And then it's like, all right, well, if I can send it to post, see what happens.
The most ridiculous story probably is still the Future Chris Brown Go Crazy music video. That was actually like the third or fourth music video that I worked on, but we got there at like 7:30, 8 a.m. Did not leave the studio until 5:30 the next morning.
For why? Like what? Like were they late? Did the video just take that long? Like,
well, it was a very unique situation because there was a lot of very very like top tier rappers. You had, I mean, Chris Brown shot his part in LA, so he wasn't there, but in one day they still shot, they shot Dirk, not Sweetie. Who did the Sprite commercial? What? Lotto. Thank you. Lotto. Okay. Lotto and Dirk, Lotto, and Future. So I mean, those are three very large artists. So it's very hard to like get all of their schedules to even come close to like working. But I mean, the first half of the day was pretty smooth. I mean, Dirk got there on time, did all of his stuff. Lotto got there on time, did her thing. And then Future, but you know, I mean, Future is Future. I'm definitely by no degree I'm gonna disrespect him. Because I mean, he's like one of my favorite artists of all time. And
he's like an Atlanta
the GOAT
icon, so I feel like it's one of those things.
He gotta move super different to Atlanta.
His entourage pulls up like on a whole nother level, pulled up to the shoot like 200 people deep. And the security there just gave up, left. Dude pulled out the fish scale and just pulled out peas. He's pushing pea.
He was pushing
on the set?
Yeah.
On set?
Yeah. It basically just turned to a party once Future pulled up, which I thought was cool, but obviously it like stressed everyone out that was actually working on the production, and it just becomes, you know, this destruction, really, just what the whole schedule and whatnot, you know.
I gotta imagine you kind of love it though, right?
Oh no,
like,
no,
you know,
the hours are very long, you know, and there's a lot of nothing really truly goes to plan, but in a way I kind of appreciate that because it makes you want to work around and actually, because I feel like at some point it would get kind of old, you know, just everything falling in the, I don't know. That's just
was that the scene with like all the girls and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then that was probably perfect because y'all needed a party scene, so like he brought the party. But
yeah, you know what? Maybe Future knew what he was doing the whole time.
Yeah, maybe
he was like, "I'm about.
Y'all need extras."
Yeah.
you could put something on Instagram and be like, need extras for video and drop an Addy and like
Oh my
thousands would pull
They
up.
would need the fucking police.
It was like that thing in Atlanta. I think Gunner did I think it was like a Christmas or a Thanksgiving like give back thing at his like
turkey drive or something.
Yeah, it was at a Walmart. It might have been a turkey drive, but it was like a toy giveaway, turkey, whatever. But apparently he put it on, I think, Instagram or Twitter, and like the whole parking lot was just packed out with cars. Like cars that went in just to get stuff, they literally couldn't get out because people were sitting in the lot. Like they weren't moving until Gunner pulled up.
Jeez.
Gosh,
Didn't you say something about there was like there was a rumor that like Young Thug was at the Publix or something?
Oh yeah. It was like right up the street too. Yeah. But from where I live. But I mean, at that point, I mean, if you're like a diehard fan, that's cool. You can go ahead and pop out to that. But I don't think much good is going to come from that. Going to the Young Thug pop up at Publix, respectfully.
You think Young Thug's not going to pick you out of the crowd and be like, you know what, young man?
Go in there and buy whatever you want. Groceries on me.
It's on,
get 20
you deserve it.
Damn. Hey, first, free Young Thug and free Gunna, free all of YSL.
Free YSL.
I keep like, we were talking about him on like the last episode too. We had a crazy Gunna outfit and a crazy Young Thug outfit, and I was just like, damn, like it almost feels wrong to talk about them like while they're not out right now. Like
that's fucked up.
I know the city of Atlanta's hurt off of that. Okay, let's talk about good friend Gunner Stahl. How did you initially connect with Gunner? Who, if whoever's watching doesn't know, iconic photographers taking portraits of pretty much all your favorite artists from the last
celebrities,
7 years,
athletes.
Yeah.
He's kind of
He's like transcended a level, like
Leveled up.
taking photos of like Cardi and Travis Scott, to
Wiz.
taking photos
Taking pictures of Wiz.
Kim Kardashian, doing brand
Vogue
stuff. Yeah,
Vogue, like big things.
How did you all
His
initially
book was
connect?
a New York bestseller, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's an amazing book. So it's funny, when I was driving over here, I figured this was going to be a question, which is fair. That's fine. And I can't even actually remember, but I remember because like back in the day, he's not very active on Twitter anymore, but like
He used to have some great tweets. Gunner Stahl would get off amazing tweets.
I don't know if Gunner's ever going to see this, but I really wish he would bring back the once a month, like drop the funniest thing in your camera roll.
Yes. Yes.
There would be some of the best like clips on there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess I would say how I met him was he tweeted like he wanted to play Fortnite with somebody, and this is like 2016, 2017, pretty early in the Fortnite world as well. So I think I was on, luckily he had an Xbox, because I think at that point you couldn't do like crossplay. But I sent him like a friend request, and he never accepted it for like the first like week or two. And then eventually I was on and I saw that he was on my friends list. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. He added me. And then I was like, I tried to invite him, and he invited me to a game, and then we just started playing, and I was pretty good.
You were cracked.
I was pretty good at Fortnite. I was pretty good at Fortnite at the time, so we were just like getting a ton of wins. I guess in that situation, he kind of wanted. He's like,
dude.
And obviously we'd be talking or whatever. But yeah. And then from there, that's how I've met like most of the people in Atlanta, kind of like through him. So
Man, and they say video games don't have any positive rewards, you know?
I mean, it's good networking for sure.
Yeah.
Even if you just want to get on and just like, talk to like a friend or something, that doesn't, I don't know. It's just a nice way to communicate with people, and you never know what can happen.
Yeah,
Meeting somebody on there, obviously.
Who's the most random or just like most surprising person you've ended up playing Fortnite with, just based off of playing with Gunner?
Bro, there's some funny ones actually, and I don't even know if people will believe me. Well, the first one was pretty funny. I was at my friend Wynn's house, and this is like 2018. And I'm playing on my account because obviously I want to play on my account. I'm trying to level my stuff up. And I'd been playing with Gunner probably for like a year or so at that point. And he sent me an invite to play, and I joined. And I just see Lil Yachty as the name. And I'm like, there's no way this is actually Lil Yachty. And it's like quiet for a second because nobody was talking.
Yeah.
And then we loaded the game up, and he's like actually talking. I'm like, what the fuck?
I remember you.
And my friend didn't believe me. I'm like, dude, I'm actually playing Fortnite with Lil Yachty right now. And he's like, give me the headphones. I don't believe you. And I put them on, and he put them on. He's like, bro, what? What is going on right now?
I remember you made your beat tag his voice.
Yeah.
Because you like hit a shot.
Snipe.
Yeah, and he's like, ooh, Fakie.
Wait, is that what the tag is? It's Yachty's voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
on the voice chat on fucking Call of Duty or whatever.
Oh, that's sick. You know what's funny is I always thought it was just like maybe a random cartoon clip or something. Like it sounds very cartoonish to me.
Yeah. And it's perfect because like at the end, my boy Michi, shout Michi. There's like a part of him like clapping at the end too that I also really like. It's pretty great. It's a great collab with Yachty and Michi.
Who is the best Fortnite player that you've played with in this like atmosphere, in this kind of hip hop realm?
Well, the thing was that like after like probably 2 years of playing with Gunner, everybody kind of gets burnt out of playing a game, so we switched over to Call of Duty, which I've been playing since like middle school. So I was also pretty good at that.
Yeah.
So we started playing that, and I played a wager match with Chief Keef in Glo Navy. Played a wager match. We won. I remember when Gunner sent me like the $50 like Apple Cash. I was like, holy shit.
You just took 50 off a Chief Keef?
Off Glo Navy.
Wow.
Crazy. And then we actually did play a game with Meek.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. And then Yachty played Call of Duty a little bit, but he doesn't really play.
Yeah.
So
that's
more of a Fortnite guy.
Okay. Yeah, me too. You know, that's one thing me and Yachty have in common. I'm more of a Fortnite guy than a Call of Duty guy. I like children's, animations and dances and whatnot.
Fortnite's on top right now.
Yeah.
We can talk about that for a little bit, but it's okay. They got the Yancey. They got the good Yancey, and
I hopped on like earlier this week. Still great. Still a great game.
I'll tell you one thing. I know nobody watching this video has the Will Smith Fortnite skin. Before, never going to be
Because
released again.
they did that. It's him in the suit, right?
No. It's the Bad Boys. They did a Bad Boys collab.
Hold up. What?
Yeah.
He's in like a turtleneck, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I have never seen this.
Yeah.
I thought he was like in a suit. I thought it was some like secret agent shit. Oh, damn.
I was mad that they didn't put the Martin Lawrence skin in with it.
Hey yo, this is racist. It says Will Smith skin leaked in Fortnite. It's a picture of LeBron James.
What?
That's racially motivated right there.
Is LeBron in Fortnite?
Yeah, when they did the Looney Tunes collab.
Damn.
Travis Scott's in Fortnite.
How have I not seen a LeBron skin?
Too exclusive.
I didn't buy it. I mean, no hate on LeBron,
What other celebrities? J Balvin has got a.
I just saw they added the Among Us.
Yeah, I copped
real?
Too.
when you kill somebody, it makes the Among Us sound.
It does.
Yeah,
Damn.
the back bling. It's pretty fire. They're really like actually on top of. They make so much money.
Oh my god,
too much money.
Yeah, I can't imagine like what their quarterly reports look like at fucking
Billy.
Who makes it? It's
Epic Games.
Epic, yeah. I can't imagine what that shit looks like, dude. That's crazy though. Shout out to Gunner. Shout out to Fortnite.
Shout out to all the gamers, really. I mean, gaming has been like a pretty big part of my life. And
Yeah.
because of it, I've actually met like a lot of people and made some cool connections. So, if somebody tells you that playing video games is a waste of time, like you said, I mean, to a degree it could, but
Could be.
maybe if you're just sitting there with like headphones off, just like in the dark, like at 4 a.m. But
Just like I have to keep playing Skyrim.
I have to level up
to keep playing.
I don't really play for that. I just like to play to talk to my friends, especially like you guys when I'm like, play with John. It's fun.
Well, let's shift it back a little bit to the photos. What is your draw to film specifically? Like it's an expensive habit. Film ain't cheap, and it's getting
expensive.
It's getting harder and harder to get to. But what draws you to that much more than just getting a DSLR and just taking 1,000 photos on an SD card?
So I would say probably the first thing is just, I guess, like the framing and like the composition. I guess like with a DSLR, you have basically infinite shots, and with a film camera, you really have to make it count, because every roll you're either going to get like 35 millimeter, you're going to get like 26 exposures or 36, and then I mean with medium format you get 15 or 16. Fakie? 16? Yeah, you get 16 on medium.
Yeah.
Or 16 or 20.
I need to start shooting more medium, just because the 35 millimeter is really, the 35 millimeter color is like the big shortage right now, but 120 seems pretty available.
Yeah.
Because like same thing in Atlanta, you go down there, ask for 35 millimeter color, nowhere in the city.
Yeah.
Same thing come up here.
Out for that shit.
I went to Dodd up here and
Yeah.
only black and white, which is fine. I already have like 10 rolls of that at my house. So
Yeah. In the fridge, in the vegetable drawer.
yeah. And then also as far as the film, I would say that really it's just like, I feel like the colors for me, it's just very, and also just like 90% of the photos I really don't edit at all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like just them alone,
It already
really great.
It's already like stylized for you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And even if you do, it's very minimal and just like play with the contrast or maybe like touch some of the colors up.
Right.
But
I really like the photos recently from the Lancey concert that you took.
Yeah, those are fine.
Like the black and white ones that you posted before you posted like the layout and the edit of them. Like I thought those were crisp. Like those looked really, really good.
it was kind of funny because it was like a full circle moment to an extent, because when I was younger, I was like an avid like concert goer. I'd try to go to a ton of concerts.
Yeah.
Like the first show I went to was the Odd Future, like original, like all of them. Like 20
Here? Cincinnati?
Newport Music Hall.
Wow.
Like 2014.
Fuck yeah. That's
So,
amazing.
I've always
Newport, as a side note, I think they're called Kemba Live now, but or no, I'm sorry. It's called Express Live now. You're talking about in Columbus, right?
No, Express Live's the one that's outside, right? It's got like the lawn.
But they just changed their name to Kemba.
Oh, okay.
I went there like a couple weeks ago, but Newport Music Hall you're talking about the one in Columbus,
Yeah.
That's crazy that Odd Future came to Ohio that early on.
All of them
Like,
too. Earl, Left Brain, Haji, Taco, Tyler, like
yeah, that's amazing.
Lionel. Shout out to Loiter Squad too. That was one of my favorite shows.
Oh my gosh, shout out Loiter Squad. Every once in a while, like if I'm like feeling sad, I'll like watch the Loiter Squad funny moments video.
Yeah,
Always
sure.
makes me feel good.
Yeah,
For real.
no doubt.
So wait, I'm sorry. Get back to what you were saying. Full circle moment. You're an avid concert goer.
And And I like when I was younger, when I'd go to the shows, I wasn't one of those people that would like record the entire show, and just not get like the experience.
You had like the Snapchat goggles and shit.
Yeah. So, I just really like taking photos and videos at shows. Yeah. And I did that like obviously on like an iPhone for all that time. And then, I've always been into like video and audio and stuff like that, but I took kind of like a little break from it, obviously. But I guess when I meant like a full circle moment, when I went to that Lancey show, I was like in the crowd, like in the middle of this mosh pit trying. And it's so hard because you're just constantly getting like, it's amazing that all those photos aren't blurry.
Yeah.
Because every single one of those photos, I tried getting it, like a really like cool moment, like like right as the song, like the beat drop, stuff like that. And obviously when those moments happen, it goes chaos. Insane.
Yeah.
So, and that was just really fun doing that. I definitely want to try to keep doing that, but I was supposed to go to Summer Smash this weekend, but just couldn't make it up there. Had a media pass. I really would have loved to do that, but it's all right. There's always next year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it seemed like some debauchery and some chaos was.
Yeah,
was
it may not have been the best.
Smash anyway.
May not have been the best year, But Cole's always going to come with a crazy lineup every year.
Yeah.
Always the new and best.
Yep.
What is if you can answer this question, it's semi-specific, but like, what is your goal ultimately with like the concert photography and not even just the concert photography, but with your photography and videos in general? Or are you just kind of going as the wind, takes you and just seeing, I don't know why I used that. I don't know why.
No. It's cool.
But you know what I'm saying though?
Right,
are you just kind of going with it right now, or do you have like something in your mind that you're working towards?
A little bit of both. Right now I am, just kind of going with the flow. Just, whenever I get a job opportunity, I obviously take it and do my best work that I can. And end goals, I'd really love to get on like a production company, and try to get like a very like, some sustainability. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, maybe do some like creative directing or camera operating. Even just, I really like doing behind the scenes stuff too, because I feel like that's a really cool, especially on music videos, because obviously from what you saw when I posted those behind the scenes from the Sky video, there's an interest for people wanting to see like what happened on that set and what went into it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's like low key part of like the inspiration for the podcast and like interviewing people is like people are so intrigued with what happens
behind the scenes.
What goes into this song, what goes into this choice, what goes into this video. Like, so yeah, something about like humans, we're just very interested in like the inner workings of stuff. So I definitely see the appeal to doing the behind the scenes stuff.
It's very fun. And you get to also like, are you guys familiar with Lil Papa? You ever heard of him?
I feel like I've seen the name.
He
Poppa? Yeah, okay.
He just signed a CMG with Yo Gotti. I got a job through Interscope to shoot BTS for him, and really cool guy. And you get to kind of experience like their perspective of a video shoot rather than actually working on the production, because you get to chill in the trailer with them and like just see him like go through all the outfits. Like that's the other thing on some of these music videos, bringing OD clothing. OD. Like,
racks on racks on racks.
The surround sound one with 21 Savage. I'm by no means hating on it. Obviously would love to have options for, what you want to wear in a video. But this man like filled up an entire trailer with like hundreds of pieces, pants, shirts, at least like 50, 100 pairs of shoes. Just for a feature part too.
Yeah, that's insane.
Just moving different. That's cool. If you can do it, do it.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Afford to, or just don't have.
Take a whole Louis store in a fucking truck.
Yeah, 21 Savage has different money though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like thinking about like
He's definitely had some like songs on like the final like basketball, right? You know, he's definitely had some like commercial
Bank account was huge. Yeah.
Right.
X was huge.
He gave
Savage
fucking
Man was crazy.
he gave J. Cole his Grammy.
Remember when 21 Savage brought the Grammy back to the hood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fire photo shoot. I forget who. I think shout out to John Cannon too. Really fire photographer in Atlanta.
Bro, that's one of my favorite facts ever is that 21 Savage gave J. Cole his Grammy. Future had a Grammy before J. Cole. I'm just, you know, that's always a point I like to bring up. Oh man, I don't have it. John, do you have any questions? I've kind of gone through what
you got for me, Twiz? Got anything?
Slime
I
ball.
don't know. I think it might have been Fakie who said we need to talk about your dad being on
shit.
That'd be fun. You know, he really he would appreciate me talking about that.
So tell us how this happened.
So my dad, this was two years ago. I don't really remember, but he, for whatever reason, just wanted to try to get on a game show. I guess that just happens when you get older. I'm not. No offense, but
Just putting the newspaper down, and you're like, you know what?
see a game show audition ad in the paper or something.
I respect it.
No, but yeah, he just wanted to be on a game show. So I guess he started going online and just applying to a couple different ones. And then he got like an email back from one of the producers at I think it's called Game of Games, the Ellen show. And they said we would like to do like a Skype interview because this is all during COVID, keep in mind.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to do anything face to face. So he went through at least like a six to almost like a year long like Skype interview process with these people.
Jeez.
Back and forth. Pretty rigorous for what it is, but I'll save the surprise for the end. But so yeah, he kept doing that, and then they decided to put him on the show. They liked him. I mean, which is fair. He's a very, very cool guy.
Likeable guy.
Yeah, for sure. So he flew out there, and they picked him up in a limo from the airport and drove him to his hotel. And then the next day he like went to the studio, like the sound studio where they do the show, played the game, did his thing. Didn't win in the actual game.
But I feel like he was like the fan favorite.
He was the fan favorite
because he was like Ellen's favorite too.
That was the thing. The best part was I think like on the Ellen show, the day or the next day after his show aired, they like had him like on Skype call on the Ellen show, and like everybody just loved you so much. We want to give you $10,000.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And yeah, he said it was a very cool experience. So
yeah,
maybe when I'm older, that'd be pretty cool to be on a game.
Yeah,
wouldn't you want to be on a game show?
And get $10,000.
It's also some just like you're on TV.
I want to be on one right now,
especially like Channel 5.
That's like that's a good bucket list. That's a good bucket list check for you, Dad.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Shout out to Craig.
Show. Yeah, shout out to Craig, man. I might have to put that on my bucket list. I only had 3 things on my bucket list. I've already knocked one of them off. But the one that I knocked off was ride a jet ski. I wanted to ride a jet ski. I got to do it last year.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
those are
get that
so
bitch up
fun.
to like 45 miles an hour. You just
go real fast and then just.
I was doing donuts in the water just like for a minute straight. Just,
were you on it by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so annoying riding with somebody or having somebody ride with you because they literally I went on one with Callie and I just tossed her off for like an hour straight. Like, why did we do this?
And when you
having fun.
When you hit one of those waves and you get air and you just boom, come back down. Like there's no
Slam.
shocks, there's no suspension. I had bruises on the inside.
That's what I'm
of
saying.
my
Surprisingly,
thighs.
you're actually very sore after you
I was
drive one of those
cooked. I was
even for a
cooked.
couple hours because they're kind of expensive.
Yeah. My other two things on my bucket list: skydive, which is like there's a place in like Middletown, like an hour north that you could go. It's like right next to the skate park
Start
in
small.
Middletown.
Do
But
that.
Fiki's giving me the
Don't go there.
don't go to the sky.
Don't go north of in Ohio. They're all.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying it's the closest place I can go skydiving.
It's funny he said that.
Parachutes are a little faulty up there, I heard.
I was gonna say start small. Do that iFly thing indoor. Do indoor, and then once you're ready, be
Okay.
like, I'm ready to jump.
That's fair. My third thing is to kick a door down. I just want to fucking
Like
not,
1-800 kick a door.
like not like kick a door down and rob somebody, but just like legitimately like put my foot through a door, just like pow, just.
I want to buy a military grade battery ram.
That would be sick.
Just get door to door, just
Is that
battery
even-
ram.
is that
People's
legal,
doors
though?
open. Not even breaking in, just busting
Buy a
the door
battery
open.
ring.
I need like a 50 pound joint.
The SWAT team shit.
How do you even spell battering?
Battering.
Yeah.
Battering.
I said battery. My bad. I said
Ring?
battery ram.
Battering.
A batarang is the thing from
It's
Batman
like
that he throws.
BATTERING.
Really? Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah. Battering ram. You
just
gotta
put
put
battering.
Oh my
We're
god!
not battering any chicken.
Now we're fucking talking. Now here we go.
400.
400.
Wait,
for
the Blackhawk Monoshock. That's fire. It's
good.
giving me that neon Cardi vibes.
For real.
We're on USPatriotTactical.com right now.
I was the first rapper to come on stage with a battery ram.
Bro,
That'd be a fire way to start a set. You like, there's a door out in the
Damn.
middle. You just battery ram through it.
Specialty
nobody's
tools.
flexing the battering ram, bro.
I want somebody to come out with like a SWAT team or something. It was
Damn.
fire though when Dolph came out of the ambulance at Rolling Loud. R.I.P. Dolph.
R.I.P. Dolph. That was.
hammer.
Look at that. The hammer. Yo.
That's a 300.
That's crazy.
That's an exotic hammer. It's $325.
We got exotic hammers.
That thing better shoot a laser out of it.
There's some exotic crowbars on here.
Damn.
This is some good shit right here. So for 400, would you get a battering ram?
They got a firm. I need like a payment plan.
Afterpay? Maybe. Bulk order tool, you could get like fucking 50 of them for a discounted price.
Let's get a group chat started. Damn, that'd be some
Get a Discord.
very
Start the
bad
Discord.
activity if a bunch of people in the city started owning battery rams.
They can't stop us. The
They
safety in
literally
numbers.
can't.
Bro,
That's
the
amazing.
FBI would be on us quick.
They'd be tracking those orders from
Yeah.
USPatriot.com.
For sure.
Was there anything else that you want to say before we get out of here? Anything on your mind? Any pressing topics?
Any shout outs? Any.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, shout out to all the Soul Serum guys. I
Thank
appreciate you. You know, we've known each other for quite a while now.
Yeah,
you know,
for
so
real.
it's awesome seeing the growth and what everybody's
Yes,
doing.
sir.
Obviously, shout out family, all my friends, Callie. Really appreciate everybody supporting me. I feel like recently it's kind of been a little bit more. So, and especially like in Atlanta, it's nice to see. Even though I've only lived there for like a year or so, it's just nice seeing people
Welcome.
being so
yeah.
It's which you kind of wouldn't think. Because you feel like Atlanta, to be fair, not a lot of the creatives, but creatives can be kind of like stuck up and, you know, they don't want to collaborate or do anything. But for the most part, pretty good time.
Southern hospitality, you think that plays a part into it?
Yeah, 100%. I definitely feel like it does.
People are nicer down there probably than they are in fucking LA and New York.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever would live in LA, but
Yeah.
Fuck no.
it's okay.
I would only ever live in LA if I was like
had the big bag.
rich. Yeah. If I
Biggie bag.
if I had
The biggie bag.
if I had a $5 biggie bag, I'd definitely live
That's
in
how I'd be
LA,
eating
bro.
if I lived in LA.
For real.
Designer meals, the octopus. Did you see that on my story? The cut up octopus, the hot dog on top of the macaroni.
yeah.
Designer dinners, all 2022. That's all I got to say.
Bro, I was tripping when you posted that because I was really looking at it like, what is on my phone screen right now? What is happening? Exotic hot dogs.
I promise you do not eat like me.
Y'all ain't eating like me.
Never.
Well, if you all have any exotic meals, make sure you DM them to us at Soul Serum on our Instagram and Twitter.
Great segue.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm getting better at my segues. Subscribe to us on YouTube, the main page, the TV page. Thank you to everybody who came out to Zone X, by the way. This will be the second week that I'm saying that because I said it on the last podcast, but we really appreciate it.
Sure.
Where can they find you on the internet, Fakie?
Instagram, shot by Fakie. Twitter, I need to change it still, but it's Hey Fakie, Hey Fakie, no spaces. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fire. Thank you all very much for watching. We stream your music every week on Twitch, Thursdays, 7:30. Follow us on TikTok. Goddamn, join the Discord. Fucking, Google us, bro. Just fucking Google us. And as always, I am your host, Clay Bonine.
I am not always your co-host, but for this episode, I am John Buchanan.
And this is your special guest, Fakie.
Appreciate you all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Doses.
Doses.
Peace.